Up. They can't wait to see that green flag fly, and I know these guys have been looking forward to this all winter.
Yeah, they have. A lot of them race around other racetracks, but some of these guys, they only run 10 weeks a year, so it's been 42 weeks since they've been behind the wheel of a race car. They're ready to go. Dr. Mark Moskowitz, the first one through the green flag. Cotton Spry around the outside as they work down into turns 1 and 2. Cotton Spry, a KG veteran, he's going to be tough from the front of this field.
It's pretty tough hanging on the outside right there. That was a good start for him. Looks like he is going to go to the front.
Very, very tricky. Also, you see a lot of the puddles around the racetrack. The racing groove seems like it's dried out just a little bit, but still you get out of that racing groove. We're down on the inside kicking up some water, and Cotton Spry, as he's done many times before, right now sets the pace as they work, opening up pretty good distance on Dr. Mark Moskowitz.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good lead, and you know, these tires are a little bit cold yet. The track is cool, so some of those guys back in the back, the 03 of Bobby Pence, you saw him get a little bit sideways there at the start. Now these guys start getting some temperature on the tires, and now they're going after it.
Yeah, Bobby Pence there. You talked about him in the 03. Johnny Sossman, the inside, back up on your leader now. Cotton Spry has a real good line out there, and the nice part for him, Wally, is he doesn't have to deal with a lot of that traffic or other issues.
Yeah, that's what you want to see when you're driving a race car, is nothing in front of you. Everything is in the mirror.
Yeah, and he has a real good job. As we said, he has won a lot of races around here, former Summer Shootout Series champion, and just one of the real likable guys. These Masters division, these guys 40 and over, this is their final destination in racing. They're not looking to make it to the next level, and here's the battle for second spot now as Johnny Sossman does work to the inside of Dr. Mark Moskowitz, and we'll see if Sossman can catch up with Cotton Spry. As we were talking about, these guys, this is what they're racing for. They race sometimes for just the 10 Tuesday nights here in the summertime. They're not going to be the next Cup Series stars, and they have a really good time, and they really get after it with each other as well.
Yeah, it's very, very competitive. It's a series that it doesn't cost a ton of money, and we got a yellow flag flying here.
Yeah, yellow flag is out here as we see what happened. Here's a replay of the action. We see.
A little contact there. It's a 32
Todd
car,
Johnson
I believe.
in the 32 car, and another car goes around the outside of him.
Bill Gardner in a 21.
Bill Gardner in a 21. So they get together, and that bunches things up. And having the situation, the teams are allowed to choose whether they start on the inside or the outside line. Cotton Spry down on the inside, but Eddie Harwell in the 88.1. One of his good buddies, actually, on the outside, but inside lane is generally the place to be here at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
Looked like it right there. That inside line took off, and looks like they're starting to break away again. Oh, he's got a little bit of comfort right there in his bumper.
Well, Johnny Sossman, he's no stranger to the ways of winning around Lowe's Motor Speedway, has done very, very well in his career here as well. I believe he's won some national championships and big races. And right now, what we have at the front of the field is two of the best in the business going at it. And that's what happens here in the Summer Shootout Series. No matter what, we have a lot of people come in and out, but Cotton Spry, Johnny Sossman, year in and year out, it seems like it's these two and a couple others that are always battling for the top spots.
Well, you notice how these two guys, how smooth they are. They're not making any mistakes. The cars aren't getting out of shape. These guys got a lot of laps, and that's what the key is on these cars right now. These guys are running away from the field because they're so smooth.
They are really holding pretty wheel there is Cotton Spry and Johnny Sossman. Right now, seems like he's content to ride back there, right on the back bumper, maybe waiting for a mistake, and maybe a little bit of help there. They will lean on each other over time. It's not the first time they've raced against each other, and it wouldn't be the first time that some bumpers have made contact, but it's good hard racing amongst these guys in the Masters division.
Looks like Cotton may be coming up on some traffic here, and that could come into play. I noticed the 14 car looked low there. It's still wet on certain parts of this racetrack, and I think that you got to be real careful on trying to drop that wheel down too low to get in that water, these puddles around the racetrack.
There's the battle, I believe, for the third spot.
Somebody got around there.
Okay, yeah, had a battle for third spot here as we look. Tom Van Wingert in the one car. There's Eddie Harwell. He's working on the inside. This is the battle for third spot of Dr. Mark Moskowitz. Give Harwell the spot, but I think you called it, Wally. The yellow flag is out.
Yeah, I thought I saw somebody spin sideways there, getting off of 3 and 4.
Yeah, trying to, there they are right there. Keith Bresbois, and I'm not sure who the other car is there. Let's see if we can capture what happened there. Jan Ingram in the 7 car. Jan from up in Winston-Salem. And with this break, we'll take a break. We'll be back in just a minute. We're back, round number 1 of the Summer Shootout Series. Have the Masters division about halfway through the feature. They've mixed up the lineup a little bit, having the chance to choose. Tom Van Wingerden has chosen to go alongside. Let's go back, though, and put out why we're under caution here. Jan Ingram and Keith Bresbaugh got together in turn number 4.
Yeah, it looked like the 7 car got sideways or turned around, and then I think a couple of them piled in behind. So.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Not many one-car accidents here at the Summer Shootout Series. Tom Van Wingerden, another one of the great guys that's always competitive. He works to the high side of in the one car, the high side of Cotton Spry, but that didn't work as Cotton Spry, and now Johnny Sossaman follows through. I think the best Tom Van Wingerden can do is what he did, get back down to that inside lane.
Yeah, like you said earlier, that's what's working around here right now. So these guys are going to start kind of, get down in line, regroup, put some pressure on the guy in front of you. Hopefully they'll make a mistake. But I haven't seen too many mistakes yet from these 2 top cars.
No, they don't make many mistakes. They have a lot of years around here, and they know how each other's going to race as well. And they really run each other hard, but they've got a lot of laps around each other. It's Cotton Spry, the leader in the 16. Sossaman in the 114 car, all over the back bumper, really working him. But Cotton Spry looks like he's pretty quick down the straightaways.
Yeah, it really does. He's getting off the corners good, but Sossaman is right there. He's putting the pressure. That's what you want to do. You're hoping the guy's looking in the mirror. Maybe he'll make a little mistake. He's going down on the bottom. He's staying on his bumper. He's tapping him just a little bit to let him know he's doing everything he can.
Yeah, really, they do this. They race each other really hard here and having a good run here. Good way to start the season. Get up front and race each other. See what each other have. They've worked on their cars, making sure that see what they've got. Now Cotton Spry able to stretch out a couple car length advantage, but with that he slides up the racetrack.
He drove in there a little bit deep. Looks like he maybe locked up a brake. Car slid a little bit, but he regrouped.
Yeah, and Sossaman right back on the back bumper again. Replay of many other laps that we've had here as they work around the speedway, getting down into the latter stages of this one as we see who's the first big winner of the Masters division for the season.
I think if Sossaman would have been a little bit closer when he made that mistake, he could have got underneath him. But boy, he's getting in the corner good. There's no question about that. But the 16 car, he's just driving off a little bit stronger. That car looks like it's really hooked up tonight.
And hooked up is the key word, Wally. These cars very, very difficult to drive. Hard tires, short wheelbase, 1200 plus cc engines, really tricky to get them hooked up.
Really are. There's a lot of power to weight ratio here, and that's what I think makes these cars so fun to drive, is because they're always sliding. You're always moving around. You're always catching. You're always saving them. So there's a real trick to driving these things smooth. These guys are doing a great job of it. But I'll tell you what, it is difficult, especially in the conditions too. Damp night, the track doesn't have a lot of heat in it. So yeah, they're a handful, but they are fun.
Flat racetrack makes it challenging as well, and if you're Cotton Spry, someone beating at your back bumper all the time will certainly loosen your race car up as well. And now not only does he have to worry about Johnny Sossaman behind him, but works into some slower traffic in front of him, so has to keep his eye out. But looks like the lap traffic got well out of the way.
Well, so far I'm impressed. Sossaman's been leaning on that back bumper enough to let him know. I'm hoping some of these younger guys are watching these Masters run, because sometimes they use those bumpers a little bit too much. It's okay. Let the guy know, kind of shake him up a little bit. He's not moving him out of the way. And, that's the easy way to pass somebody. And looks like Cotton's going to take a check.
Cotton Spry takes it to victory lane here. The first win of the night. A big thumbs up, and likes the way Johnny Sossaman raced him, just as you talked about, Wally. They took care of each other. They didn't hurt each other, and but let each other know they were their good hard win. There's your results. Cotton Spry, Johnny Sossaman, and the rest of the top 10. Let's go to Terry.
Well, picking up right where he left off last year, Cotton Spry, you had a serious challenge from John Sossaman, but you held him off. He was in your rearview mirror all night.
Johnny's pretty good. He's hard to keep behind you. My car got just a little bit tight, and he could make a run on me and catch me, but, he had to move me out of the way first.
It was about 3 laps to go. It looks like he had you there in turn 1 and 2, but you able to get it back out in front.
Yeah, he did. If he had been up to my door, I'd have backed off. I could still see him in the mirror. That means he ain't far enough to be in there.
Clearly the best 2 cars of the field out there, too.
Yeah, I think so. Pretty good.
How's it feel to start the season with a win?
Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good.
Feels better than 2nd or 3rd or 4th, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Cotton Spry, congratulations. Thank you very much.
And now it's time for our Shootout Extras. Coming up here on Speed Channel, the Pro Division, Richard Childress, and we'll have the Outlaw highlights in just a moment. Stick around, we'll be back. The Summer Shootout Series.